Hey there! So I wanted to share with you some of my kids' favorite toys over the years. My boys really went through this phase where they loved anything to do with Star Wars and collected figurines, books, stickers, Legos, anything that you would imagine that would go with that series. And so here are some of their favorite characters. I know a lot of times they were drawn to the bad guys. We've got Darth Maul here and Kylo Ren. Here's Anakin before he turned into Darth Vader. So those were always fun. Of course, we've got the stormtroopers here who are very bad too, of course, and those are always fun characters. And then we've got some of the good guys here too, Luke and Leia and Rey and Qui-Gon Jinn. So my kids just have had so much fun watching the movies and playing Star Wars. We've got lightsaber fights all the time happening in our yard, and for a while I even had them with an entire Star Wars themed bedroom, which was fun. So today I wanted to draw one of the most famous characters from Star Wars, which of course is Darth Vader, one of the baddest of the bad. And I'm going to just do mostly the top part of Darth Vader, which would be his helmet, his face, and maybe a little bit of his shoulders too. So see if you can follow along and make an awesome Darth Vader with me. I'm going to start by kind of mapping out where I want the face to be. So the center of the helmet, I think I'm going to put kind of right here in the middle of my page. And then there's a little shape that's in the middle of his face that I think I'm going to put right about here. So I'm just going to make some marks. His triangle is going to start right there, and I think I'm going to have it end right here. Okay, so that kind of helps me so that I don't use up too much of my paper on other things. The center part of his helmet is going to go all the way up to the top, so I'll go ahead and mark that. And I'm actually going to draw that shape first. It kind of goes down like this and then curves out just a little bit at the bottom like that. Okay, now sideways here, I want his face to be about, let's see, this is the little shape in the middle. We'll go ahead and draw that first. And then from there, I want his face to go out to about here. So I'm going to make just some lines on both sides about where his face will be. And then can kind of make the helmet around there. So I'm going to start in the middle here now that I've got these basic shapes to map out where I'm going. And I'm going to kind of arch up like this. And then I'm going to go down. It's going to go a little bit lower than that shape that I made and at a nice angle. Okay, I'm going to do that on that side. I'm going to try to make this side look just like the side that I just did. Okay, so it's going to go down at an angle a little bit lower than that center shape that I did before. Okay, this is the top part of his helmet. Okay, so we'll start there. Next, I'm going to go right about where it starts curving down, and I'm going to make another shape that kind of connects up and down. Thing on the other side, so it kind of goes up and then it joins that other shape like that. And then I'm going to connect those to this top by making a curved line down and also joining those two areas like so. Okay, and that's the top part of the helmet. Now I'm going to work on some of the facial features here. So he's got these two like dark areas where his eyes are, where he can see. And I'm going to go ahead and draw those in. One of them starts right about here and the other one starts right there. So we've got this space in between them. And I'm going to kind of curve them around to follow the top of the helmet here, like that. They're going to circle in. Notice I'm a little bit inside of this line that I made before. We'll curve in like this, and then the bottom kind kind of goes like that. All right, so I've got kind of that main shape for the eyes. Then he's got that triangle, so we'll go ahead and draw that triangle in right here. What he's famous for, that thing that makes him breathe like so. Okay, and if you want to get fancy with that, you can add the great lines that go down. Okay, next I have another line that kind of goes right by where the triangles are. I'm gonna do my eyes. I want to color those in first just to make sure I've got those big enough. I might make them even a little bit bigger. Yeah, I think I'm going to make my eyes a little bit lower first. I don't want too much space between them and where the triangle starts. All right, then I'm going to make a line that goes across all the way to where I have these marks that I made, okay? And then another one that will go down almost to the triangle, like that, but then we'll come back up to make this kind of triangular shape on this side. I'm going to do the same thing over here too. I'll kind of go down and then back up, okay? And these two you can color in. And the hard part with drawing Darth Vader is he's all black, so if I color in all the sections, it'll just be a black blob. So I'm trying to pick the darkest parts of his face to color in for you. All right, he does have these little kind of circles that go on the sides of the triangle down here, okay? And I'm gonna add just a little line here to kind of connect the helmet to the sides to these circles. So I'm going to start at the circle and kind of draw it up to the helmet like that. And then there's a little flap that kind of comes out like that too. So I'll draw that little flap. Okay. Then I'm going to add a little section under here for kind of the start of connecting his head to his neck. And I'm going to kind of curve line there. And then I want to draw a line to connect where his helmet goes to the rest of his body. So I'm going to probably start right about where that little flap is and just make a line to connect the back of the helmet like that. Okay, and if you want to, you can actually color that in black too, because that would be pretty dark, one of the darker sections. All right, now Darth Vader has a cape, and then he's got this like chest plate thing that comes down. So I'm going to indicate the cape first by connecting right about where the circles are, maybe a little lower. And I'm just going to go kind of straight out to the side from there to show kind of his shoulders. And then I'm going to do another line to kind of show the other part of his cape that would come down like that. And then from there, he's got these big rectangles that come down. So I'm going to go ahead and start in the middle with the rectangle, and it's just going to go right off the edge of my paper. And he's got another one that kind of comes down at the angle. So I'll make it kind of right there. That goes down. And then right there, that goes down. So there should be 2 on either side of that center rectangle. 5 total. Okay, and then you can kind of continue these down like that. All right, so there he is. If you want to color him, of course, he's all black, so maybe use colored pencils or something so that you can make certain sections darker than other sections. I'm going to go ahead and color, and I'll have some with marker and some with colored pencil, and we'll see how he turns out. Okay. And then I can have some sections to be super, super black and some to be a little bit lighter so that he looks, or you can actually tell which sections are which, okay? Let's see how this turns out. I always start singing the songs, you know, dun, 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 every time I hear or think about Star Wars. Maybe I'll go ahead and go around these with my marker, and then I'll fill in everything else with colored pencil. So I'm finishing up by adding kind of a darker gray to his chest plates. I didn't want them to be straight black because they're kind of more of like a silver color. So this gray is the closest color I have to silver in my colored pencil set that I'm using. I also want to do a little bit of that to his shapes here so they're not perfectly white. And there you have it, Darth Vader. Looks pretty good. Who is your favorite Star Wars character? Comment below to let me know who you like the best. Maybe who I should draw next. All right, thanks so much for watching, and please subscribe to my channel if you are enjoying these drawing tutorials. Have an awesome day, and may the Force be with you.